Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So I've been gone missing for around 7 days now, and I've been trying to record this video for 2 of those days to more or less let people know what's going on in my world, what's going on for me and what's gone on for the past 8 months. So a lot of you will know around New Year's we didn't really post anything, which was like, we did so much, and we put so much time in, we were so proud of ourselves, and we had done so many different things. We'd helped everyone from A to Z to get to where they were going. And I'm at a point now where I feel like I've helped everybody, and I've served my benefactual use. And we've put a lot of time, we've put a lot of effort into Lunar Classic to watch people who do nothing get way more than us. And I've spent the past 4 months, having to go through and comb every piece of my personal life and do all these different things to protect my family. And, I've got a group of people that go around, trying to dox me to a point of where I had a person called Happy Cat J message me off Spotify saying, why are all these people saying I'm you? And they know where I live and all of these kind of things. And it's just sad when I've actually got people from Spotify where people think that's me, but it's not me. And, this is all stuff I have to deal with on a psychological level, on top of everything that we do and on top of everything that we've built. And when the Terror Rebels meeting got dropped, and I know a lot of people haven't listened to it, and there's things that were said in there that really, really did get to me because of the fact of how easily everybody in that room was ready to sell Lunar Classic down to the river to these people in Mexico or wherever, whatever the keywords or secret words that they're saying to each other in that video. It sucks. It sucks that I left Terror Rebels because of a specific group of people, which then went on to make Terra C Vita. And I said to so many people, they never did anything on a marketing front. And that was because of the simple fact of Rexy, which is the reason why I left, who then got kicked out of Terror Rebels anyway, and then went off to make Terra C Vita. So many people are so confused as to, there's so many things that people have buried over the course of time. For instance, Classy Crypto King act like they're these really nice people, right? So nice to everybody else. But the joke is 4 or 5 months ago, they offered my lead developer a lot of money to abandon Lunc Penguins and go work with them. And when he came to me and then I went to them and said, why are you guys, trying to steal my dev off me? The response I got was, keep your cats out of crypto and make sure you show your team the respect that they deserve. This isn't a friendly environment. Okay, these people are not friendly. The reason why they're dropping to 0% commission rates is because they're going to put them back up. Yes, they may say they're not going to, but eventually they will. They'll come up with some excuse. They'll do it. It's not. And I'm sick. I've got sick. I broke my back. I'm suffering from a spinal cord injury, which causes me temporary paralysis and all sorts of crazy things like that. And it's just been one heck of a ride here for HCC. And, I'm tired. I'm tired of being thrown to the back of the pile. I'm tired of, us putting in so much work to be given so much grief. And, we're like an OG in this community, yet we're not, it's just sort of like, we've done what we needed to do. We've, and everybody's got what they needed from us. And now I just feel pointless. I feel stupid a lot of the time. Everybody's at this stage now where no one's building. We're putting people into positions of, doing things that don't build. They have, zero interest in this actual community. It's all just become money, and that's not what I turn up for. That's not what I started doing this for. And if anybody thinks that I'm here for money, go on Google, search in how much does a YouTuber earn per month, and there's a website you can put someone's YouTube channel in and see exactly how much they earn. I'm earning about £400 a month. Got to pay tax out on that still. If anybody thinks that I'm here for money, I'm not. And me doing everything that I've done, building everything that we've built, and burning everything that we've burnt, including my own channel revenue, it's proof in itself that I'm just not here for money. And the amount of people, you know, the vultures are already circling. Classy Crypto in my Telegram groups trying to comb up, you know, my followers whilst I'm away. Oh, where's Jay? You know, where's Jay? Well, actually, you know, all of these people, they don't care. Okay, it's just one big lie for them, and it's who can play the bigger. How can I manipulate this person against this person? And everybody in my Telegram groups knows. And well, not all of them, because a lot of people just don't listen, and that's just a simple way it is. But you know, the reason why I've been gone is because I've just been thinking about where do I go from here? Because what I ask to everybody is put yourself in my shoes of earning, you know, near to nothing, putting your life, soul and energy into this, and then watching other people around you get anointed positions after going around trying to dox on it. Like, I get it. Dox bad people. I totally get it. If I'd done something wrong, I'd get it. Dox me. But I haven't done anything wrong. I've never, you know, done anything malicious. I've never acted in a manner that is weird. And there's people like, oh, he's run off with the 22 billion from the node, hasn't he? Educate yourselves, okay? Validators do not hold the coins inside their node. Okay, if I was to just walk away and, you know, just abandon everything, which I wouldn't, no one's going anywhere with those coins. The node would go into a jailed state and people's coins would be returned to them. Okay, you can't run away with anybody's stuff. Not that that's something that I would do. Why would somebody do that after building such a legacy? And then also I have people around me who rely on me for things. So a lot of people, you know, think like you guys are just here on the day and day. You don't have to create videos. You don't have to create content. You don't have to deal with all of these people. I've got people who are I know who they are. And if they are listening to this video, just keep doing it, because eventually you're going to slip up. You're going to leave some personal information. And when you do, I'll be waiting underneath it, and all of the information will be going to the police for you pretending to be me and then trying to pull a lawsuit against someone. You know who you are. Okay. I know who you are. Okay. We know who you are, but we're not going to light you up yet. We're not going to light you up yet. But if you keep doing it, I'm going to light you up. I'm going to light you up big time. And this person is, this is how many lies there are in this community. And it sucks. And the fact that people don't want to go and listen to, you know, the 3-hour meeting where each one of them are as bad as each other. Each one of them is as bad as each other in that video. They all had plans to sell Lunar Classic down the river. And that just sucks to me, because we're building. Like, we're doing so much. Like, gas fees are going to go up by 5x. Okay, Classy Crypto, all those people have applied for that, but they're not bothered because they don't build anything. So they don't understand the complications that comes from simply just doing that and not looking into it, doing your own research, doing your due diligence. Everything goes up by 5. You know, auto compounding is now a 5x fee. You know, anything to do with NFTs is now a 5x fee instead of what it usually was. And this is just where people are just not reading stuff. And it got to a point of where I was just, you know, I had to go and take a break, because if I didn't, I was going to end up doing a video as to which it was just going to be hate, FUD. Well, not FUD, but just things that people don't like, because there's probably going to be 50-60% of people who listen to this and just go, you know, he's an idiot. Lunc doesn't need him. And you're probably right. Lunc doesn't need me. But, you know, ultimately, since we've been here to where we are now, we've done nothing but build. And we have so many validators that are just here to talk. They're not going to build. They're just going to burn a little. They're going to, yeah, that's really good for the first month, 2 months. But then we need to start building. We need to start solving actual problems. And I feel like a doctor, and anybody will know exactly who's made this quote before. I feel like a doctor that's trained for many years. A patient comes in, I've trained for this specific surgery, I know everything about it, and then the theatre operator says, we're going to give this surgery to the nurse. What? Like, what? Doesn't make any sense. So what I believe is that, you know, they needed yes men. They needed people that were going to say yes. And I'm not one of those people. And, you know, I wasn't even dropped one message, you know, as to, and it sucks. Like, imagine how, like, loads of people are like, you know, yeah, Jay's taking it on the chin. And yeah, I am taking it on the chin. But ultimately, when everybody's getting picked for the football team around me, and then I'm left at the end, how do you think I feel? How do you think that, where does that leave me as a human being? Where does that leave me in a position where I'm like, well, why should I keep building for other people to prosper? Because that's what we're doing. Like, we're allowing 0% commission rates, which is just stupid. We're allowing them to use our auto compound module, which is just stupid because a 0% commission rate does nothing. It does nothing. They shouldn't even exist, but they do. And they do nothing. That's why all nodes, the biggest node out there, changed from a 0% commission rate to a 5% commission rate. And now they're going to change from 5% to 10%. So do you think that's a coincidence that people are dropping their nodes to 0% leading up to this big change? Well, of course not. Because you're going to want to capture as much of that flow as you can. It's all about getting more, getting as much as you can and making yourself as appeasing as possible. How do you do that? Go to a 0% commission rate around times like this, and then come up with some magical thing like, I'm gonna burn 60%. We're gonna put the node commission back up and everybody will be happy. Some people will be unhappy, but ultimately we're going to be burning. We have gained the voting power and it will not matter. You know, we've fought, we've struggled, we have done so much to get the voting power we have, and then just to watch someone just go bloop, flick it to 0% commission rate and watch them fly up the ranking system. You know, it's just, why should we continue to stay? Why should we continue to build? And this is what I've been discussing with myself over the past, you know, today would have been the 8th day. And, you know, loads of people are like, oh, you know, he's on holiday having a break. If anybody thinks I was on holiday having a break, you know, it doesn't work like that. And, you know, real life, you can't just take a break and go on holiday. I've been doing drawings for a job because prior to everything, I'm actually a structural engineer by trade. And, you know, I have a job outside of everything that I have for my hobbies and my interests that I follow. And I think I'm at a point where and it's horrible to say it, but like, people like me are just not appreciated enough. And it seems like if you just go around, be an absolute a-hole to people, dox people, do all of these horrible things, apply pressure on people, and then just do absolutely nothing, you'll get a position. But if you build, integrate yourself into Lunc, understand the system, understand the community, understand everything about it, and do your best, you will not get a position. And it's as simple as that. So where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us exactly where we were before I started this video, right? Because nothing changes. You know, I'm not going anywhere. The node's not going anywhere. And even if I did leave, the HCC factory is built up from a team of people which would continue to run everything as they do. So the vultures circling in around me when they know damn right I'm suffering from a spinal injury is funny. It's also pathetic. And it just goes to show how quickly people start to circle, you know, once they believe old HCC's kicked the dust, so to speak. But, you know, I'm not like that. I just did 8-9 months solid, back to back, taking grief from everybody, people lying to me. Everything I said that was happening inside Terra Rebels happened. Everything I said I was leaving happened. Okay, so everything I said about the marketing doing nothing, hoodies, lotteries, was true. Everything I said about that person was true. And that person now runs Terra C Vita. So do you believe that that is the best kind of people we need right now? No, of course not, because they were only interested in hoodies, jumpers, and stuff like that. I weigh people out on how they've acted before toward, like, there's so many people who've acted so maliciously to other people, and I totally get it. Like, all of the people doing all of this stuff to Vegas, like, I totally get it. Do whatever you want. Sometimes people dig their own graves or whatever, but I've done nothing. I don't deserve to be chased around with people's little cronies messaging me like, oh, didn't know you were so good at singing music, Jay. Oh, look, we found you. You haven't found anything. Like, people think I'm hiding my identity because I'm someone famous or I've got something to hide. No, I just don't see my face has anything to do with crypto. It doesn't do anything. And I have a family. I don't want to walk out into the streets and someone walk up to me and start going, oh, can you make Lunc go to $1, Jay? Can you make Lunc go, can you send USTC to the moon? You know, I've got a private life, and I think all of these other influencers, they love themselves. They love to see themselves talk. They love it. They sit there, they watch the comments, they filter through them, and they make sure that they look as best as they can. And I'm just not one of those people. I don't love myself. In fact, I'm a recluse, if that makes sense. Like, I like my own time. I like to be on my own. I like to do my own things. I started doing this because people were, I'm not going to say the word because it will get flagged, but you know, all those people were doing what they were doing, and I wanted to stop that. I wanted to stop the chaos. I didn't want to watch people using all of the different little tiny little bits of information they could to create as much bullshit FUD as they could with what they do with SHIB. Oh, we just burnt 10 million coins of SHIB, and all the SHIB community is like, wow, oh, it's so much. You know, when really it's not. And that was the point behind Lunc Penguins. We built this website to stop them being able to do it with Lunar Classic and being able to go, you know, we just burnt, you know, like 500 million. It's so many coins. And people would have no idea because they have no point of reference. They have no idea about the data. Whereas we've changed the game on Lunar Classic. We're driving these people to have to act accordingly. But they're still doing all these silly things. And it got too much for me. It honestly all just got too much for me. And then, you know, I've got nothing against all of these different people, and fair play to them for getting positions and doing what they did to get positions. But, you know, I've got my head down, too much building and stuff. And it just feels like we don't need people like me. We need moon boys. We need people who are going to lie to the community. We need people who are going to be yes men, who are going to say yes to every single little thing that is put forward to this community and never question it. Just like you never questioned anything with Terror Rebels, and just like we voted no for everything, and it all turned out to be that way. This has not been easy for me to record this video, and I don't even know if I'm going to post this one because it's like the 5th, 6th video I've recorded this morning, trying to get this message out in a way where I don't seem like a total asshole. So yeah, it's not easy for me. Stay safe, beware of scammers. None of this is financial advice, of course. And yeah, just catch you in the next one.
Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners